And one of the key figures in this very strong Hull side is David Topless, the Hull skipper. And he was the man who received the Challenge Cup from Neil McFarlane, the Minister of Sport, at the end of last season's Cup final replay. And he scored a brilliant try on that occasion, and he's in pretty good form this season. Although he's been out for a few weeks with an injured hand, he will be looking forward to getting back to Wembley. Castleford, they've shown good form in the Challenge Cup this season, and they will hope to go one better than they did last year, because they met Hull in a semi-final at Headingley and they were beaten by 15 points to 11. Gary Hyde, the Castleford centre, he'll be hoping to repeat his try-scoring form here again at Ellen Road, because he scored in Castleford's 13th victory here in the last round against Giant Killers Hunslet. And he was Castleford's top point scorer last season, 160 points, 16 tries and 56 goals. And the Castleford supporters will be hoping for victory today, because victory will give them a cup final place against near neighbours Featherstone. The teams today, Hull at full strength, and when you consider the players not in that side, you realise what strength in depth they've got. Castleford aren't so lucky. Barry Higgins comes in at loose forward for the injured Andrew Timpson. Today's referee, Billy Thompson from Huddersfield. And so it's going to be Hull to kick off with Lee Crooks deep into that Castleford half. Straight away it's Darren Cohen in the action. Beardmore lays it off to Barry Johnson, the Castleford skipper. And there he goes again. And these first few minutes all important, of course. Gary Connell going through. Kevin Beardmore acting half-back. Keith England in at the second row in this match. Beardmore trying to force his way up to that halfway line. So Castleford have managed to get back to the halfway line following the kick-off from Hull. And we've got the first scrum of the match. And the atmosphere here at Ellen Road, absolutely electric. This particular ground seems to lend itself to rugby league. And those who were fortunate enough to be here for the Challenge Cup final replay last May know the sort of atmosphere that comes from a match here at Ellen Road. Pitch in very good condition. So the first scrum, and it goes Castleford's way. Kevin Ward, 3 years as a Colt at Leeds, and had a superb game against Hunslet here at Ellen Road. He'll be hoping to repeat that. Barry Higgins charging his way through. Beardmore, Johnson, and Robert Beardmore, number 7. Higgins, Kevin Ward, and the ball's been taken from them. Hull have got it. Lee Crooks. Bridges acting halfback. 4 go Hull. Charlie Stone. And the first penalty goes Hull's way, and it's going to be Paul Prenderville that will put this ball into touch on that far side. So 2 minutes gone. And a good touch-finding kick from Paul Prenderville. course, the two wingers for Hull, Paul Prenderville, wearing 5, and Dane O'Hara will be watching with interest the signing of Salal, the French winger. So it's Hull's turn now. Steve Norton, Crooks, Stone, Norton again. Good tackling there from Higgins and Keith England. Of course, Timpson not available for this match, he's injured. Charlie Stone forcing his way through. And whilst Hull are in line for possible championship honours, Castleford are struggling to get in that Premiership playoff. But that means nothing in a cup day like this, with Wembley the prize. Trevor Skerritt bursting his way through. Very strong man is Skerritt. Now it's Lee Crooks, drop goal attempts, and he's mishit that. Lee Crooks attempted a drop goal there, and we can remember his effort in the final test match at Headingley against the Australians. And that was from just inside the Australian half, and that was straight and true, but on this occasion he missed out. So it's John Keir, the school teacher, gets that into touch, and it'll be a Castleford play the ball 10 yards short of the halfway line. Barry Johnson once again in the thick of things. Kevin Beardmore, Bob Beardmore, and finally Gary Connell. Kevin Beardmore. Barry Johnson. Gary Hyde. Can he go? He's brought down by Skerritt just short of the 25. Johnson. So it's Castleford's turn to put on pressure. Kevin Ward. Got to be a scrum down, and they'll have to wait until Keith Bridges returns to the fore. Just received treatment from the Hull physio. So the second scrum of the match, 5 minutes gone, and it's going to be a Hull put in when they can get that that scrum formed correctly to the satisfaction of Billy Thompson, the referee. In it goes, and this time Hull get possession. Rather high tackle. Stop Dave Topless then. Charlie Stone always in the action. Steve Norton throws the ball back, loose ball. And luckily enough, covering players were able to snap up that loose ball. So Hull still in possession. Skerritt forcing his way through. It takes 3 Castleford defenders to hold his advance. Bridges acting half-back. Lee Crooks looking to kick. A long deep cook into the arms of Darren Cohen. Now what can he do as he bursts forward? Up to the halfway line, stopped by Luluai and David Topless. So Castleford possession once again. Keith England. Beardmore. Connell. Now we've got another scrum. So 7 minutes gone, no chances for either side. Both sides very much feeling their way, and that's a penalty, this time to Castleford. And once again it's going to be John here to find touch on this near side, which he does quite comfortably. And so almost a third of the way into the Hull half, Castleford have possession. Beardmore. England makes a yard. Kevin Beardmore to his brother Bob. Kevin Ward. Now it's Beardmore, Kevin Beardmore. Makes valuable ground. Ball's lost, play on, says a referee. Bob Beardmore, John Joyner, and a good tackle coming in from David Topless. Beardmore to Higgins. The loose forward. Down he goes eventually. Under pressure from Crooks. Still Castleford. Harry Johnson, loose ball once again. Play on once again, says referee Billy Thompson. So Castleford got the advantage. Terry Richardson gets first touch of the ball and he goes on his own. He's stopped by Steve Norton, 2-3 yards short of the line. Kevin Ward trying to get through. Pressure on this whole line now. Beardmore keeps possession, goes one way then the other, looses off that ball. Still possession. And then Castleford give the ball away. Harkin snapped up possession, Bridges. Skerritt. He's a hard man and it took 3 Castleford defenders to stop him. Bridges. Stone. Gets it away, Bridges again. Topless, good ball. And David Topless. Now we can see David Topless, who fired out that pass, and a late tackle came in that left him spread-eagled and motionless. And the touch judges are on. And the touch judge comes off after consulting referee Billy Thompson, and John Joyner is the man accused, and the penalty goes to Hull. So with David Topless once again on his feet, Hull have possession just inside that Castleford half. So whilst after 10 minutes we've had no score, it's all action, and it's Skerritt charging through once again. Norton acting halfback. Crooks, Stone, Crooks again. Paul Rose in the action there. Knocker Norton gets it away to Bridges. Still with Bridges. Finally brought down. And now here's a break. Stone, Norton, Topless, straight away he's hammered down to the ground. Final tackle coming up. Luluai. And he's hammered down by 2 Castleford defenders. That'll be a scrum down. Well, certainly David Topless is coming from for the treatment from his old mate's side, Mal Reilly. He's been laid out once, and certainly when he got possession just a few seconds ago, straight away there were 2 Castleford men upon him. This time it's a Castleford put into the scrum. But it's Hull that get possession. Topless evades 1 tackle, gets by 2, still Topless. Norton. Stone. Beardmore's there, plus 2 other tacklers. There is brother Kevin and Keith England. Bridges, Lee Crooks. Good ball, Luluai tried to get it over to O'Hara, and it falls, and it's O'Hara in for the first try. So Hull go into the lead after 12 minutes with an O'Hara try, and they threatened that because the last 3-4 minutes Hull had been on the attack and were throwing the ball about, getting it out to their backs, and finally it came through to Dane O'Hara, and he was in the clear and he made the touchdown. So 12 minutes gone and Hull go into a 3-0 lead. And of course, as one would expect, that brings the Hull supporters to life. And some of the Castleford fans will be remembering last year's semi-final at Headingley, when Hull, their opponents on that day, beat them by 15 points to 11. So it's Lee Crooks now, hoping to add to that O'Hara try, and he completely mishit that, and he certainly won't be pleased, and that didn't trouble the touch judges. And so 14 minutes now gone in this first half here at Ellen Road, and Hull, the cup holders, go into the lead by 3 points to 0. A well-worked try, finally Dane O'Hara, the New Zealand Kiwi winger, going over in the corner. Kemble takes possession for Hull. Eventually he'll get up and play the ball, which he does. Skerritt. Straight into Gary Connell. Hull again. Charlie Stone. Harkin. Bridges acting half-back again. Crooks, a long, deep kick. I think he's kicked it too far on this occasion. Perfect conditions here at Ellen Road. Slight wind swirling round the ground, but nothing to worry these players. And certainly no rain, so that makes the spectators happy. And I would suggest there's probably at least 25,000 people here at Ellen Road today. And it's Hull possession. And they've got the scrums by 3-1 at the moment. Lee Crooks didn't get far. Stone to Luluai. Good tackle coming in from Gary Hyde. Now it's O'Hara, the try scorer, and he doesn't get far either. This time it's Joyner that downs his man. Bridges, Lee Crooks. Topless was looking for it. It didn't come his way, and that'll be another scrum down. Almost in the centre of the pitch. Castleford put in, and they get it 3-2. Beardmore, good ball. Marchant. First time we've really seen Marchant. Had a superb game in an earlier round at Wigan. There's Castleford on the rampage. Connell. England throws the ball back, and Hull nearly get it, but back it goes. Marchant scored 2 tries against Wigan in an earlier round. He looked very impressive on that day. Good tackling coming in from Luluai, another New Zealander. Higgins Gets the ball away. England looks for support, and very quickly in there was Steve Evans, £70,000 signing. And he'll be hoping to get through to this final against Featherstone, because of course he was transferred from Featherstone for £70,000. Skerritt. There's certainly no quarter being given out there. Charlie Stone goes under the tackle with Keith England. Gary Connell. Norton. Rose looks for support, gets it from Norton. Still with Norton. Topless. He's thrown it about Harkin. Has he broke clear? No, he hasn't. Bridges switches the point of attack. Norton. Oh, what a good ball inside, or it would have been if that had been collected by Steve Evans. Oh, still got possession. Sixth tackle coming up. Topless acting half-back. Stone out to Luluai. To Prenderville. The Welshman operating on that wing. And in fact, he's had the ball taken off him. So Castleford come forward. That's a good ball through there to Keith England. So Castleford quite prepared to throw this ball about. Instead of having a reasonable attacking position, Castleford have got to be content with a scrum down. And they're losing the scrums by 3-2. Half of the first half gone, 20 minutes gone. And it's going to be a hold put in. Kevin Harkin, scrum half, puts the ball into that scrum. And he gets the ball out. Oh, get another one. Steve Norton. And he's surrounded by a mass, four in fact, Castleford players. So he doesn't get far. Now Charlie Stone tries his luck. And likewise, he doesn't get too far. Robust run there. And Paul Rose, second rower. Skerritt. Lee Crooks, Charlie Stone, Luluai, he's broken clear! Fullback comes across, what a beautiful move by Luluai, what a wonderful try! Oh, what a wonderful try by James Luluai. Well, that was fantastic, and the whole crowd appreciate that. You couldn't wish to see a better try than that. He broke through two tackles, faced by the fullback, and he just shimmied one way and the other. Poor Darren Cohen was left helpless, and Luluai got through to the touchdown to put his side up 6-0, 21 minutes gone. And it's the two New Zealanders, or two of the New Zealanders, that have got that scoreline. O'Hara after 12 minutes with a wonderful try, but that one from Luluai after 21 was unbelievable. 6-0. Lee Crooks, can he make it 8-0? And no, he can't, and he'll be extremely disappointed with that, because that was the right side for him, and he will hope that that won't prove costly. And straight away we've got a substitution on. Neil James coming on, and Barry Higgins has come off. So it's Castleford that kick off once again. And this time it's the third New Zealander, Gary Kemble, that gets possession. Skerritt, always willing to take on the opposing forwards. It is Charlie Stone, knocks off one tackler, quickly surrounded by those orange shirts of Castleford. Topless, Rose in the action. Lee Crooks. Final tackle coming up. Norton bursts through that gap, gets the ball away, and it was Davy Topless on the end of that. And this just shows the pace that Norton's got. It's sometimes deceiving, but he saw the gap, got through it, and got that ball away to Dave Topless. This time Castleford get the scrum. Pretty even so far, 4-3 in Hull's favour. Certainly the scoreline doesn't reflect that. 6 points to 0 Hull lead. 2 tries, 2 very good tries, particularly the one from Luluai. Beardmore breaks on his own, straight into Keith Bridges. It's a good, strong run by Keith England. Beardmore, Johnson. Well, we haven't seen much of the Castleford backs as yet. Marchant's had 1 run, but they've been content to force play through the middle in their forwards, but it's Hull that have the advantage. Both tries coming from backs. Castleford get the next scrum as well. And they're in a good attacking position here. England. Gary Hyde tried to force his way through, and we've got a touch judge on. Referee Billy Thompson is over to find out what's happening there, and he's surrounded by Castleford players, and he's picking out a whole player to have a word with. Looks like Kevin Harkin. He gets his telling off, and that's a penalty to Castleford. So are they going to put 2 points on the board and open their scoring? So it's Gary Hyde. He's going to try and kick this one. And normally we see Robert Beardmore takes them. But unfortunately, Beardmore's just left the field. We've got another substitute as Hyde puts it over. So that was the reason that Hyde took that kick. Bob Beardmore, their normal kicker, has come off the field to be replaced by Ian Oram. So Cass have got both of their subs on at this moment, and they trail by 6 points to 2. So 27 minutes gone as Lee Crook kicks off straight in the arms of Darren Cohen, and he gets 2 or 3 yards over his 25. Kevin Ward's lost the ball. And that results in another scrum. It's going to be Ian Oram to put this ball in, and Cass get it. Oram goes on his own. Gary Connell in possession. Beardmore. Johnson. Kevin Ward. A good tackle coming in there from Charlie Stone, assisted by Lee Crooks. Beardmore. This is the substitute, Neil James. Sixth tackle coming up. Cats keep possession just. Gary Connell. And that's a penalty to Castleford. John Keir will take this. Safe enough. So 11 minutes to go before half-time, and here at Ellen Road in this State Express Challenge Cup semi-final, Hull lead Castleford by 6 points to 2. 2 tries to a penalty. And it's Castleford on the attack. Beardmore takes up possession. It's 3 or 4 valuable yards. Barry Johnson acting half-back. Kevin Ward. John Joyner taken at his second attempt by Gary Connell, but in fact he's lost possession. So it's Hull. Skerritt. It takes 3 Castleford players to get him down. Bridges, Crooks. Forces his way up to his own team's 25. Harkin plays it short. Rose. Dave Topless trying to winkle his way through. Bridges, and a ball dropped uncharacteristically by Steve Norton. So there'd be a scrum down. And Castleford thought they'd got it again, but Billy Thompson, the referee from Huddersfield, wasn't happy about it, so Kevin Harkin will have to put it back in. And this time, scrum infringement, and Hull get the penalty. Paul Prenderville, and that's a good kick. So Hull restart, tapped by Bridges, Skerritt. Charlie Stone. Harkin jinking his way through, finally brought down by Neil James. Norton topless, Norton again, changes direction, plays it the other way to Lee Crooks. Once again it's James, the forward substitute, in the action for Castleford. Steve Norton. Oh, good ball to Harkin. With the spotting of this Castleford defence. very good at this point in time. Topless gets the ball away, quick ball by Charlie Stone. This is good play from the whole side. Finally it got to O'Hara. Good handling skills there, we saw, by a combination of the whole forwards and backs. And of course it was Dane O'Hara, the whole winger, that scored the first try. That came after 12 minutes. And his countryman, James Luluai, scored another after 21, and that was a superb try. And all Castleford have got to show so far is a high penalty after 26 minutes. But they've won the scrum. And Kevin Harkin gets penalised for that. That'll be a penalty to Castleford. And Keir finds touch quite comfortably. And it's Kevin Beardmore that will restart for Castleford. Connell took that pass from his skipper Barry Johnson. Johnson again. And that's Ward. James. Johnson gets inside of Beardmore, and a good tackle coming in there from Kevin Harkin. But it's Castleford on the attack. John Joyner, and the ball's lost. And with 5 minutes to go before half time, whilst Castleford have had more than their fair share of possession, they've had 6-4 in their favour in the scrums. They haven't really been able to put their passes together as sweetly as Hull have managed to do when Hull have been on the attack. This time Hull will get possession from the scrum. And Barry Johnson's going to be spoken to by the referee, and a penalty kick has been given for illegal use of the boot on Kevin Harkin, who we can see down there receiving treatment. He seems okay, and his side have got the penalty. And once again it'll be Paul Prendeville, the Welshman, Welsh winger, to find touch on this near side. And once again he does that quite confidently. Now we've got two balls on the pitch. It's Trevor Skerritt who had the right one. Charlie Stone now. Lee Crooks. Brought down by England and James. Rose. Now we've got the fullback, Kemble, up in the attack. I've seen a lot of Gary Kemble so far. We've got something not to the liking of referee Billy Thompson. We've got another scrum now. So 3 minutes remain in this first half. For him to put in, and he gets it out. So certainly Kevin Beardmore has done particularly well in the scrums for Castleford. James falls under the tackle of Stone and Crooks. Ward looks one way, gives it the other. James to Cohen. It was was looking for John Keir, but they ran out of space on this near side, so they start again. Beardmore. James tries to go past Steve Norton, can't do so. So they try again. That was a loose pass. James fends off one tackle, then gives the ball away. Bridges is the man that got possession for Hull. Now they come forward. Topless sees a gap. Well, he's a dangerous man once he can see a gap in front of him. Luluai to Skerritt. And it's Kevin Ward that stopped Skerritt. Harkin. Norton. Topless. Rose. And it's Steve Norton going clear. Joyner's across. And Joyner and Richardson finally stop him. Another good break by this whole side. They look very good in it when they're in possession. Topless, Norton, Brooks, Norton again. Harkin breaks. Harkin has got room outside. On a tackle from Marchant. Luluai. O'Hara was outside and he couldn't quite get the ball to him, but that could have been the third try for Hull. Norton. Bridges paints one way, gives it to O'Hara, the scorer of the first try, and he nearly gets through again. And there goes the hooter with Hull in the ascendancy, and they'll be happy with their performance. James Luluai there, the try of the match so far, a superb try after 21 minutes. But the first score came after 12 minutes when Dane O'Hara, after a good move from Hull, went over in the corner. But after 21 minutes it was James Luluai who scored the try of the match so far, and probably of the match at the end of it, because it was superb. So that put Hull 6 points to nil in the lead. Castleford have got both subs on, James for Higgins and Bob Beardmore went off in favour of Ian Oram. Hyde got a penalty kick for them, so we've got the half-time score here at Ellen Road. It's Hull 6 points, Castleford 2. Welcome back to Ellen Road for the second half of this State Express Challenge Cup semi-final, as the Castleford side enter the arena and they trail by 6 points to 2, and they're quickly followed by the Hull side. And there we see Dane O'Hara, who scored the first try after 12 minutes for Hull to put his side in a 3-0 lead. And the other, or another Kiwi in the side, James Luluai, scored a brilliant try after 21 minutes to put his side 6 points to nil in the lead. And Dave Topless there, we see the old skipper, and he will be hoping his side maintain their first half form as we're about to get underway in this second half. David Topless, the general of this whole side, and he will be hoping to lift that Challenge Cup for a second consecutive year. So it's going to be Castleford to kick off. Gary Hyde will have to replace that ball as the slight wind that we've got here at Ellen Road put it down. So away we go in this second half. Kemble was in trouble, and the referee adjudged that that ball went backwards. So Hull keep possession. Bridges to Skerritt, familiar run. Bridges. Now it's Dave Topless. Gets a good ball out. Evans. Again, we've got player down on the Hull side, and it looks like David Topless once again. Lee Crooks. Kevin Beardmore hanging on to his boot. Steve Norton. Bridges retrieves that situation. Straight away, Gary Connell's on top of him. And we've got the first scrum of this second half. Now we can see once again David Topless receiving treatment on that far side. He's had some rough treatment in this game. That's twice he's been knocked over. Play continues as it always does in rugby league. And Hull get the first scrum of this second half. Lee Crooks. Stone first man in. That's a penalty to Hull. Prendeville will put this into touch, no doubt, as he has done consistently so far in this game. So as Bridges continues play for Hull, Dave Topless is back in the fray. Trevor Skerritt takes Gary Connell and Kevin Ward to bring him down. Charlie Stone gets the ball away to Harkin. Stopped on the Castleford 25. Crooks, Rose, a long ball, well taken. Certainly well taken by Dane O'Hara, keeps possession for Hull, and that's a long up and under. Didn't go far, but Hull get possession from it. O'Hara. Harkin. Stone. Topless. Shrugs off one tackle. Can't get by the second. Charlie Stone inside to Harkin, going through the middle. Hull. Steve Norton. Both sets of forwards, you know they've been in a game when this match is over. Rose, still Rose, and that'll be a penalty. So across comes John Keir, and his trusty right boot puts the ball into touch. And now Hull are going to make a substitution, or they hope to, and the number being raised is the number 6, and that means Dave Topless is likely to be replaced. Beardmore now as Castleford come forward. Kevin Ward, Charlie Stone in there, and Trevor Skerritt. Kevin Ward picks himself up, plays the ball. Kevin Beardmore. Joyner. Hyde. Still Hyde. Looks for support. Hadn't got it. Still Castleford in possession. Johnson, Beardmore. Joyner. And James is down. That'll be a scrum down, and chance for substitution. And David Topless comes off. He's had a torrid game so far. Off he comes, and on goes Terry Day. So the substitute, Terry Day, on for his skipper, David Topless, after 45 minutes. Well, something's come out of it, and Castleford have got possession from that scrum. Keith England charging his way through. And Castleford have come out in this second half determined to get back into this game. John Joyner goes one way, then the other. And the Castleford crowd getting behind their side. They sense a chance of getting back in this game. Barry Johnson. So 10 yards short of that whole line. John Joyner. James. Inside, good ball to Cohen. Beardmore. Joyner. There's a gap. He tries to go through, but quickly closed down. And that'll be a scrum in front of the Hull posts, 9 yards from their line. The Castleford crowd there we can see enjoying the first few minutes of this second half, because it's Castleford that have been on the attack, but they, I remind you, trail by 6 points to 2. But they get possession again from the scrum. Joyner! So pressure on this whole line. And England goes through, and England has scored. He took 3 defenders with him. And that's what that crowd have been waiting for. And with that try coming under the post, that gives Castleford the chance to go in the lead. 47 minutes gone. England try for Castleford. 6 points to 5. And that was a strong, powerful run by Keith England. And so the responsibility now on the shoulders of Gary Hyde, the Castleford centre, who's taken over the kicking duties from the injured Robert Beardmore. And with this kick he can put Castleford into a 1-point lead, right slap bang in front of those posts. And over it goes. Castleford are in front. So is it Castleford and their supporters there that will go to Wembley to confront their near neighbours, Featherstone. So what a turnaround. 8 minutes gone in this second half, from being 6 points to 2 down. Castleford find themselves up by 7 points to 6. Cohen takes that kick. Forward he comes. Rose is there. Skerritt is there. Finally it's Lee Crooks that stops Cohen. Johnson. Gary Connell trying to force his way through. That's a good kick from Hyde. And that's a beautiful kick from Hyde. So pressure on Hull now. Castleford lead by that 1 point, and they've got themselves very quickly into an attacking position near to that Hull line, and they lead the scrums, may I remind you, by 9 scrums to 6. So they can feel fairly confident that they might get possession from this next scrummage. Of course, Dave Topless is off the field for Hull, but Hull were going to get possession. But no, says Billy Thompson, the referee. Let's have that put in again. So it's Harkin to feed this scrum. In it goes. And he quickly dives in and gets possession, and that was vital for Hull. They needed possession from that scrum. Rose going forward. That's Skerritt. And there seems renewed life and vigour in this Castleford side. Charlie Stone quickly dumped to the ground. Lee Crooks. Harkin acting half-back. Paul Rose. Long ball out to Prenderville. This is the first time we've seen him in a run. He can't get past his opposite number, Terry Richardson. And it's going to be Ian Oram to put this ball in for Castleford. And that is when his hooker, Beardmore, can get his head down so that he can see what's going on. That having been achieved, in goes the ball, and Hull have got it. Harkin. Stone. Day. Luluai. Straight away, he's down by Marchant. If anything, the tackling has got keener and keener in the second half. Harkin, Lee Crooks. Charlie Stone gets the ball away to Rose. Harkin. Hyde and James quickly on him. Norton. Rose. This time it's Joyner and Marchant, the tackling duo. So 53 minutes gone, and Hull get the scrum again. Luluai looks for support, hasn't got it, so he's got to cling on to that ball. Possession vital at this stage for Hull. Norton. Lee Crooks. So now it's the turn of the Hull fans to cheer their side on. They trail by a point. Charlie Stone, 5 yards from the line. Harkin, Day, and he clips a ball through, and it's a try. What a superb try. Steve Evans, and that was a beautiful ball through from Terry Day to substitute, and Steve Evans was on it, and Hull go into the lead. That was good football thinking. That was superb. We've seen some good tries today. 54 minutes gone. And it's Steve Evans that scores a try to put Hull once more back in front. So Lee Crooks have seen centre Steve Evans put Hull back into the lead by 9 points to 7. We'll try and increase that lead with this kick. If it's successful, it will make it 11-7. Here he goes, and he looks as though he's cut under that, but it's over. Now that is a very, very good kick from Lee Crooks. He missed two simpler ones earlier, but he got that one over. So back goes the fortunes, and it's Hull that find themselves once again in the lead. And now, after 55 minutes, they lead by 11 points to 7. So with Hyde kicking off for Cass, they've got to do it all again. O'Hara. Stopped by James. Skerritt. Day, who laid on that try for Evans, and it's still Day. Bridges. Harkin. Norton to Rose, and Rose goes on the rampage. Has he got the legs? He looks for support, tries to find Luluai. So this here again, on this occasion, would be a vital scrum for Castleford to win, but they don't get it. Well, they might, because they've got a penalty. Infringement in the scrum. Keir finds a good touch for Castleford. They've got possession, but they trail by 11 points to 7. Kevin Beardmore. Connell. Beardmore again. Johnson acting halfback. James, long ball to Joyner. Gets support from James. Good ball to Marchant. And a good tackle coming in from Harkin. Completed by O'Hara. Kevin Ward slips the ball to Keir. So this game really warming up in this second half. Johnson drops the ball. And maintain possession. James, Joyner. Johnson, Beardmore. Final tackle coming up. Johnson, James. Stopped by 3 Hull defenders. So here again we've got a scrummage in a vital part of the field. And if Castleford can get possession from this scrum, they'll be in a very good position indeed. Harkin to feed it for Hull. And a penalty. Beardmore goes on his own. 4 points of difference. Joyner. This time it's going to be a penalty to Hull. So just over half an hour to go, or just over 20 minutes in actual fact. So we're halfway through this second half. Hull lead by 11 points to 7. So are the early birds going to make that triumphant trip to Wembley for the second consecutive year? Took them a long time getting there last year, and in fact it needed a replay here at Ellen Road against Widnes to see them lift that Challenge Cup. Their opponents on May the 7th will be Featherstone, who beat Bradford Northern last Saturday at Headingley. They lead and they're going forward with Lee Crooks. day. Harkin, Stone, Norton gets the ball away, Stone again. Norton, Crooks. Oh, what a pass, or it would have been if Day could have collected it, as it was. It was picked up by Gary Hyde, the Castleford centre, and it's Castleford in possession. James. Oram. Ward. Net by Trevor Skerritt. Assisted by Rose. Johnson. Inside to Beardmore. Connell acting half-back, James. And that's given away to Norton. And Norton's going forward. Finally stopped by Hyde and John Joyner. But Hull have possession. Crooks. Skerritt. Charlie Stone tries to get it away to Harkin, and once again possession given away. This time it's given away by Hull. Connell. Ian Oram. On for Bob Beardmore. Ray Johnson there. Stopped by Rose and Charlie Stone. Kevin Ward to Beardmore. Joyner. Castleford want to make another substitution. They want to bring back on loose forward Barry Higgins, which they do. Higgins back on, and Neil James coming off. So scrum down. Hull get possession, Harkin. And indeed they get a penalty as well. So possession once again to Hull. Cup holders. Skerritt, first man in, looks for support, drops it, and once again possession goes the other way. Kevin Beardmore quickly on that loose ball. England, and he's dropped the ball. It looks at the moment as though neither side want to keep possession. It is Skerritt This game so far has been quite a titanic forward battle. There's Day, this hole, open it out. Rose, what a good break from Rose. Evans inside him, couldn't get it to him. Norton, Stone, Norton again. Final tackle coming up. It is to Harkin. Makes a couple of yards, and that'll be a scrum down. "14 minutes of play remain, and Hull lead Castleford by 11 points to 7. Hull get it again, and they've had quite a monopoly in this last 6 or 7 scrums. Norton. Evans. Lee Crooks. Luluai. Norton. It takes 4 to stop him. Final tackle coming up. Harkin goes on the blind side, gets it to Skerritt, and Prendeville can't hold it. So Castleford put in. And once again, Hull get it. Luluai. Kemble. Crooks. Norton. Day. Day! And he's there! Substitute Terry Day has surely put this semi-final beyond the reach of Castleford now. 68 minutes gone. Terry Day, who laid on the earlier try for Steve Evans, goes on his own to score a try for Hull after 68 minutes to make the score Hull 14, Castleford 7, and we have 11 minutes of play remaining, and that should be good enough for Hull. They weathered the early storm in this second half when Castleford for the first time and momentarily went in the lead, and they've come back extremely strongly. They've monopolised the scrums, and their supporters there are more than happy. They can envisage another weekend down in London for the Wembley Challenge Cup final on May the 7th. So a similar position to where Lee Crooks goaled the Steve Evans try. Can he do it again? If he does, I would say that that puts the final nail in the Castleford coffin. And this time he's not so lucky, as the touch judges indicate. And so the score remains Hull 14, Castleford 7. So once a day again, Gary Hyde has got the task of kicking off following a Hull try. This time he doesn't kick it as long. So Hull have scored 4 tries in this game, as opposed to the one that Castleford have got. That try coming from Keith, England. So 9 minutes of play remain. Hull 14, Castleford 7. Hull in possession with Steve Norton. Trevor Serrett charging his way through. Lee Crooks. And whilst they prepare to get down to yet another scrum, I can tell you that the attendance here at Ellen Road for this Challenge Cup semi-final match is 26,031. Which is about 10,000 more than the average gate for a Football League Division 2 match here so far this season. That's a penalty to Hull. So for Prenderville, we'll put this ball into touch with the singing coming from behind the far goal, and that is where the majority of the Hull supporters are congregated. They're convinced that their side are going to Wembley for the 2nd consecutive year. Seven minutes remain. Norton. Day. Rose. Harkin, Stone, Harkin again. So as the seconds tick away. And this time it's Castleford that win their first scrum for a long time. Marchant. Well, Terry Richardson hasn't seen a lot of the ball and he's quickly closed down there. Kevin Ward looks for support, can't find it, still able to try and get that ball away. Finally, lack of support meant that he lost possession. Hull have got it back. Skerritt. Day. Rose. Day. Luluai. Day once again. Lee Crooks. Past 3 attempted tackles, finally brought down by Connell and Joyner. goes the cry, the song, Hull FC, Hull FC, and they're absolutely convinced that they're going to Wembley. Four minutes remain. John Keir puts that ball into touch on that far side. Castleford get possession. And we're going to get another substitution, this time on the Hull side. Play continues momentarily. Beardmore. Higgins was going tearing through that, but he came up against Travis Skerritt. Keith England loses possession, not get it back, and they've got 3 minutes before the final hooter. Charlie Stone. Luluai scored that very, very good try in the first half. Down goes Trevor Skerritt. Rose. Steve Norton. That'll be a scrum down, and that'll give opportunity to Hull to send on their second substitute, Mick Crane, and off comes Lee Crooks. Lee Crooks. So 2 minutes to go. Crane on for Crooks. Castleford get possession. Oram. Johnson taking the second attempt by Barry Higgins. So can Castleford do something in the last minute? Kevin Ward. 1 minute remains. 11-7. Beardmore. Connell, Higgins, and they lose possession, and with that I think go their chances. Of course, if they could have scored under the post and goaled that try, they could have won by a point, but now time running out. Luluai in possession for Hull, and feels that Castleford have lost their chance. And there goes the hooter. Hull are back at Wembley for the second consecutive year, and in the second consecutive year they have relived a triumph here at Ellen Road, because the whole spectators and supporters there can relive that match on May the 19th when they defeated Widnes, and they'll be taking the trip down the M1 to Wembley on May the 7th, and there they will meet Featherstone. Commiserations for the gallant Castleford side, who've worked extremely hard and came very close to victory. Terry Day there came on as substitute, laid on a try almost immediately for Steve Evans, and then scored a brilliant try himself. And their supporters acknowledge that fact. 26,000 people here today. So Hull will make yet another trip to Wembley, and they must be confident this season of doing what they did last season.